It's easy to miss the quiet revolution happening all around us. It's silent, not a loud bang. A hum in server rooms, the complex dance of algorithms. This revolution is powered by artificial intelligence, or AI. It's already changing how we live, how we work, and how we think about the future. Keeping up with these changes is no longer just for scientists or tech executives. It's become essential for everyone. Understanding AI is, honestly, understanding the new language of our world, a world that's being rewritten line by code, day by day. This technology is shaping our present and building the scaffolding of our tomorrow, making it crucial, really, to pay close attention. The pace of change in AI is unlike anything we've seen before. What was science fiction only a few years ago is now becoming a reality in laboratories and in corporate boardrooms. These breakthroughs aren't just incremental updates. They represent fundamental shifts in what is possible. From medicine to finance to art to national security, AI is the unseen engine driving progress and posing new complex questions. The first major story this week comes from Google's DeepMind lab in London. Researchers there have unveiled a new AI model they call Chrono. This system is designed to accurately predict the future behavior of highly complex, chaotic systems. Think about the stock market, global weather patterns, the spread of a viral pandemic. These systems have so many moving parts that forecasting is often little better than a guess. Chrono aims to change that by learning the hidden rules that govern chaos. Chrono processes vast amounts of historical data. It identifies subtle, long-range patterns invisible to human analysts. It doesn't just look at yesterday to predict tomorrow. It analyzes decades of information to understand deep underlying dynamics. The implications are enormous. Imagine predicting a stock market crash with enough warning to prevent it, or forecasting a hurricane's precise path a week in advance. Chrono's creators envision a world where we anticipate and prepare. We spoke with Dr. Elias Vance, lead researcher. Chrono is not a crystal ball. It cannot predict a coin toss. But for systems governed by complex deterministic laws, even if they appear random, it finds the signal in the noise. We have seen unprecedented accuracy in our simulations of economic models and in climate models. This is about moving from reactive to proactive decision-making on a global scale. The team knows predicting the future brings responsibility and scrutiny. As artificial intelligence becomes more powerful and autonomous, the question of how to control it becomes more urgent. This week, a global consortium of universities, tech companies, nonprofit organizations announced a major step forward in this area. They've released the Ethos Framework, a new open-source standard for building ethical constraints directly into the core architecture of advanced AI systems. Unlike previous guidelines, which were often just suggestions, Ethos is a practical, technical tool. It's designed to act as a kind of digital conscience, a set of unbreakable rules for AI. The framework operates on a simple but powerful principle. Certain actions are defined as never events. For example, an AI built with the Ethos framework could be hard-coded to never generate harmful misinformation, engage in discriminatory behavior, assist in the creation of weapons without human oversight. These rules are not easily bypassed as they're integrated at the lowest level of the AI's programming. The goal is to create a safety net, ensuring that as AI becomes more capable of independent action, it remains aligned with fundamental human values. In a development that honestly sounds like it was pulled directly from a science fiction novel, a biotech startup named Cellular Architects has published a groundbreaking paper in the journal Nature. The company has, for the first time, successfully used a generative AI model to design and create fully synthetic, single-celled organisms that can perform a specific programmed function. These aren't just modified versions of existing bacteria, they're life forms designed from scratch, right on a computer. The AI was given a goal, specifically to create a cell capable of identifying and breaking down certain microplastic particles in water. And it generated the entire genetic code to make that happen. This breakthrough is the culmination of years of work in generative AI and synthetic biology. The AI model, called Genesis, learned the fundamental rules of DNA and protein folding, then used that knowledge to design a completely novel genome. Researchers synthesized this DNA in the lab, inserted it into an empty cellular husk, which then booted up and began to function exactly as designed. This is a shift from editing life to authoring it, opening possibilities for medicine, environmental cleanup, and manufacturing. The world of AI isn't just about software, it's also about the hardware that runs it. This week, the tech firm Cerebras Systems, in partnership with MIT's Quantum Computing Center, revealed a new type of AI chip architecture they call the Cogni Mesh. This is, honestly, a radical departure from traditional computer processors. Instead of processing information in a linear, sequential fashion, the Cogni Mesh mimics the interconnected, web-like structure of the human brain. It combines classical computing with principles from quantum mechanics to process information in a fundamentally new way. The key innovation is superposition processing, where a single node on the chip holds and processes multiple states simultaneously. This helps the Cogni Mesh handle ambiguity and context that current AIs struggle with. For example, understand nuanced human language, interpret complex visual scenes with overlapping objects, make intuitive leaps in problem-solving that feel human, not brute force. It's a step toward AI that doesn't just compute but comprehends. A crucial step toward artificial general intelligence, or AGI. At the unveiling, Dr. Kenji Tanaka said, "We've spent decades trying to make computers think more like us. The Cogni Mesh is the closest we've come." Amid all these technological marvels, there was another significant announcement this week. One that focuses not on the machines, but on the people who will live and work alongside them. A coalition of governments and major corporations, led by the World Economic Forum, launched the Future Ready Workforce Initiative. This massive multi-billion-dollar program is aimed at funding education and reskilling programs on a truly global scale. The initiative's stated goal is to prepare the current and next generation of workers for the profound shifts that AI is bringing to the job market. It's a direct acknowledgement that technological progress and social preparedness really have to go hand in hand. The initiative will focus on developing skills that are considered AI-proof, at least for the foreseeable future. Critical thinking, complex problem-solving creativity, emotional intelligence, technological literacy. The program will fund curriculum changes in public schools, vocational training centers for mid-career professionals whose jobs are at risk of automation. It's a proactive effort to prevent the widespread unemployment and social disruption that many economists have warned could result from the rapid deployment of advanced AI. It's also an investment in human capital, a bet that our own adaptability is the most important asset we have.
In a statement about the launch, Sadia Zahidi, managing director at the World Economic Forum, commented, "Innovation without inclusion leads to instability."
So, what does all of this mean for you watching at home? It means the world is changing, and the pace of that change is accelerating. The breakthroughs we've discussed tonight, the predictive power of Chrono, the creation of synthetic life with Genesis are not isolated events. They're pieces of a larger puzzle. This new reality will impact your job, your health, the way you get your news, and form your opinions. It will create opportunities we can barely imagine and challenges that will require our collective wisdom to navigate. The progress in AI will likely make your life easier and more efficient in many ways. Imagine a medical diagnosis that is instant and perfectly accurate, delivered by an AI that has studied every medical case in history. Imagine clean energy solutions designed by generative biology, or safer cities managed by predictive AI that can anticipate traffic jams or infrastructure failures. These are the promises of the technology we have explored. These tools have the potential to solve some of the most pressing problems facing humanity, from climate change to disease, offering a future that is healthier, cleaner, and more prosperous for many. However, this future is not guaranteed. The same technologies carry risks. The power to predict can be used to control. The ability to create life raises profound ethical dilemmas. The automation of jobs, if not managed with care and foresight through programs like the Future Ready Workforce Initiative, could lead to massive social inequality and unrest. The path we take will be determined by the choices we make today. It will be shaped by the regulations we enact, the ethical standards we demand, and the public conversations we have about the kind of future we want to build with these powerful new tools. Therefore, staying informed is not a passive activity. It is an act of citizenship in the 21st century. Understanding these developments is the first step toward participating in the debate and shaping the outcome. The stories from this week are a clear signal that the future is no longer a distant concept. It is being designed in labs, debated in boardrooms, and deployed into our world right now. The most important question is not what AI will do next, but what we will do with it. That is a question we will all have to answer together.